There is a hidden port under your dashboard that quietly connects to the brakes, the throttle, and the steering of the car you are driving right now. You have never touched it. You probably don't know it's there. But the right person with the right box can plug into it and pull out a record of how you drove and use it against you in a courtroom. This isn't a movie. The tool exists. The police already own it, and the network it reads was built in the 1980s with no lock on the door. The only thing standing between that port and your private movements is a legal question nobody has fully answered yet. So here is exactly what I am going to show you, and stay with me, because each piece makes the next one worse. I am going to show you where this hidden door actually is on your car, the single tool the police are already using to open it, why the entire nervous system of your vehicle was designed with zero security, the real cases where a car's own memory put its driver in prison, and finally, whether there is anything left you can do to protect yourself. By the end, you will never sit in a traffic stop the same way again. Start with the witness you never knew was riding with you. Every car sold in America since 1996 is required to carry a standardized port, the OBD2, sitting under the dash, usually within reach of the steering column. It was sold to the public as an emissions and repair tool. But that same port is wired into the internal network that carries your speed, your braking, your throttle position, every input you make. Investigators don't need to hack anything exotic. They need physical access to your car and a device that speaks its language. And one specific company built exactly that. So who's holding the key to that door? Follow it. The tool is called Berla, and its system, IVE, is the one forensic kit law enforcement actually uses to pull data out of your car. It started with funding from the Department of Homeland Security back in 2013, when it could read 80 car models. Today, the company says it works on more than 6,700 vehicles worldwide. Some counts put it north of 20,000 variants. Customs and Border Protection alone has bought over $1 million of these kits. And here's what it actually pulls: your recent destinations, your call logs, the contacts off every phone that ever paired to your car, your door openings, your gear shifts, and every hard brake and hard acceleration, stamped with a time and a location. One investigator described pulling data from 70 different phones that had connected to a single rental car. Your car has been keeping a diary. They've built the machine that reads it. But to understand why this is so easy, you have to look at the network itself and the gaping hole at the center of it. It's called the CAN bus, the central nervous system of your car, and Bosch built it back in 1983. Here's the part that should stop you. It has no encryption and no authentication. None. Every message that travels on it, your brakes, your steering, and your throttle, is broadcast in the open, and every part of the car simply trusts whatever it hears. Nobody checks if a message is real. In 2015, two researchers used exactly this flaw to remotely seize a Jeep's steering and brakes from miles away, forcing Fiat Chrysler to recall 1.4 million vehicles. Then car thieves figured it out, splicing into the wires behind a headlight to inject fake messages and drive off in seconds. The same wide-open design that lets a thief in is the design that lets an investigator read everything. The lock was never broken. There was never a lock. Let me pull you out for 1 second, because I want your gut reaction. Knowing your car broadcasts its every move in the clear, with no lock at all, does that change how private you thought your drive was? Tell me below. And hold on to that thought, because if a port under your dash unsettled you, the next one is going to keep you up. That same unprotected network, the one that trusts any message it hears, researchers are now asking whether it could be reached without anyone ever touching your car at all, from a distance. from above. The next investigation goes there, the con bus sniffer, and the push to intercept vehicle telemetry from the sky. Subscribe and turn on the bell so it reaches you the day it drops. Now, I have to be straight with you about how this data gets used, because this is where the fear and the facts separate. The idea of an officer scraping your live telemetry in the 6 minutes of a routine stop, that specific scenario, is not documented practice today. What is absolutely real is what happens after a serious crash, and it is just as chilling. Your car stores a snapshot, the seconds before impact, in what's called the event data recorder, and that snapshot has put people in prison. In one California case, a man swore he wasn't speeding. His car's own memory said he was doing 108 miles per hour 1 second before the crash that killed 2 people. He pleaded guilty. In Florida, a driver claimed he tried to stop, but the recorder showed the brake was never touched until the moment of impact. 30 years. The machine remembered what the driver tried to deny, and the machine does not take your side. And a new federal rule is about to widen that snapshot from 5 seconds to 20 seconds. The window into your final decisions is getting bigger, not smaller. So can you actually protect yourself? Here's the honest answer. There are OBD port locks and CAN firewalls you can buy, but be clear about what they really do. They're built to stop thieves, and none of them stop an investigator who physically takes your car. And the law itself is a coin flip. One court says police need a warrant to read your car's black box. Another says the automobile exception lets them take it without one. There's no judge standing at the roadside, which means for now, the data can be taken first and argued about later. 8 major automakers already admitted they'll hand your location data to the government on nothing more than a subpoena. That's the real backdoor, not a wire in your steering column, a legal gray zone wide enough to drive a forensic truck through. Your car has become the most honest witness against you that you'll ever meet. It never forgets, it never lies, and it was never asked whether it works for you or for them. The signals are flowing right now under your dashboard in the clear. The only question left is who gets to read them and whether you'll have any say at all. Before you go, there's a video you should see next. If your car reading your every move bothered you, here's a quieter betrayal happening in the same dashboard. The parts you already paid for, the heated seats wired into your car at the factory, now switched off behind a monthly fee you have to keep paying to use your own hardware. I laid the whole scheme out, and it's waiting for you on screen right now. Watch it, and see how deep the rental trap really goes. Thanks for being part of the Blind Spot family. Stay dangerous, and I will see you next time.